rolling.
All right. Hi, guys. Christine Potoczny and Kim Christensen here from William Ravis Real Estate. And we are on location at beautiful Grays Beach in Yarmouthport.
You can hear the seagulls.
Yes, yes. And hopefully you
My
can
hair
see
is
the
flying
beautiful background. Actually, that is Chapin that you can see behind us. It's low tide, and we were half tempted about thinking about walking across there, but we didn't want to get stuck, and then we wouldn't have a ride back across. So, all right. So today we are going to talk about home inspections because now we have an accepted offer on the house that we were very interested in, and we beat out 10 other offers. So I am a buyer with the accepted offer, and I'm going to have Kim guide me and educate me as a buyer on what to expect during the home inspection process, because most people know about the word home inspection, but they don't really know the details of it. We're not going to go into full depth, but we're going to give you...
Yeah, that you got to call us for.
Yes. So, Kim, what should I be aware of going into this process for the home inspection?
Yeah, first of all, we give you reputable home inspectors because you want to make sure that you have a good list of home inspectors who will inspect your home and do a good job.
Mm-hmm.
So we have kind of that in our in our repertoire, so that's good. And then give plenty of time. Sometimes people try to rush that time period, but sometimes if you get a good inspector, it might take a little bit of time to coordinate your schedule. Yeah. And if they are almost 2.5, 3 hours, sometimes I've heard even 3.5.
Wow.
So I mean, it's not like you can fit 6 in a day, especially when now we had the time change, so the light, yay, is coming. But it can take a little bit of time to schedule that, and you want to have plenty of time to review that report. And if you have any questions or you want to bring in an expert to look at something, you want to have plenty of time before that period. So you give yourself at least 2 weeks, 10 days to kind of have the inspection and get any questions answered that you needed.
Okay.
If there's something that happens.
All right. So I, as the buyer, can go to the home inspection?
Correct. Yep, you can, and it's kind of nice to go because you really do get to kind of walk around the inspectors. Some inspectors like to do their own work, but they will point out things in the inspection,
Yeah.
which is helpful, and it's good to really listen to them too. You get a huge report, but the fact is it's not all about, you want to look for those safety issues, and then kind of plan for your next 10 years in the house, 5 years in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You might need a new furnace in 5 years. You're not going to get that off your home price,
right.
But that might be something you budget for. So it's good to have all the inspection issues so you can really kind of go over everything.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And so I did hear that it is a big report, so that's something that...
I always warn my buyers, it is a big report. It can be 60 to 80 pages.
Wow.
So it's overwhelming, and they have to list everything, and it's their job to find things. So don't be scared off. Go for the safety issues. Usually they have things that are like really, that are going to be something that you have to take care of, like an electrical issue or something like that. The safety issues you want to get done. But other than that, you're really just trying to plan your future in the house.
Okay, perfect.
So.
All right.
And how about you? I'll ask you that. So the other side is now the sellers are on pins and needles until this inspection gets done. So what about for the sellers? What is their role in home inspections?
Sure. So if the seller is fortunate to have enough time prior to the house going on the market, we do advise to have a pre-sale home inspection. So
that can be really nice.
Yeah. So which is, if there's any issues that do come up that need to be addressed, at least the homeowner can address them. And if they choose not to address them, at least they can let the future buyers know that these are the issues we found, and that you'll need to take care of these either immediately or down the line.
Right. And disclose it to the buyers, and then they're not surprised by it too.
Yes. Yes. And if the seller isn't fortunate to have that type of time frame, then we just do a walkthrough of the house and take a look at say the furnace or the hot water heater. Now, I am not a mechanical expert in that field.
Really?
I'll disclose that right now. But I mean, you can if something is extremely rusted out and so forth, it's evident that you should point out to the seller that, okay, this is something
Yeah.
that will probably come up on your home inspection when it's done. Or if there's like some cracked windows, that will definitely, anything that is evident like that. So it's always smart to just take a walk throughout the house with the homeowners to, just kind of point out what you think may pop up on the inspection, and then at least that way they're not surprised that this is an issue with the home inspector.
Right.
And also to let them know that it will be a big report, and that there will be a lot of little things that sometimes people may feel like little things add up to big things. So it's just really good to keep a happy medium, either on both sides,
And keep your lines of communication open to the buyer and seller agent, so they really can communicate and work with their clients and kind of head off any concerns either way, so they can get experts or both parties to really keep the lines of communication open. I think is so important.
Absolutely. Because it's not even though that part of the home buying process could be very stressful to some, it really doesn't have to be. So everything, you can resolve a lot of stuff and just